Farming and Fishing by Catherine N., Sydney W., and Julie H. Farming and fishing didn't only provide food for the American colonies, they were also a major source of their economy. In this video, you will learn about the importance of land to the colonists, the advantages that the American farmers had over their European counterparts, and farming and fishing in the colonies. Land was a very important part of the colonists' survival and society. The more land a colonist owned, the higher they were thought of on the social pyramid. If a colonist owned 50 or 100 acres of land, they could vote, so land ownership was also an important part of colonists' political rights. In addition, more land produced more crops, which made for more food and a greater profit when the crops were sold. The majority of landowners were white men, although adult single white women and free African American men were allowed to own land. American farmers led much better lives than their European counterparts. For starters, they were allowed to own the land they worked. Also, American farmers enjoyed more political rights than Europeans did, and they had higher standards of living in general. In addition, American farmers were wealthier and healthier than European peasants, and they ate better and tended to live longer as well. Farming was much more prominent in the middle and southern colonies than it was in New England. The soil was better there, which made for better farming. In these colonies, cash crops were the main things that farmers grew. Cash crops were crops that were harvested in the colonies, then shipped back to the mother country, in this case England, to be sold. These crops, such as indigo, rice, and especially tobacco, became very popular overseas. Cash crops were grown on large farms called plantations, and were picked and harvested by hard-working, yet poorly treated, slaves. Although farming was more prominent in the middle and southern colonies, small, self-supporting farms were still established in New England. New England farmers gained a reputation for being hardy and conservative because they worked rocky soil to grow crops. Because of the lack of good soil, many New England colonists turned to the sea to get food. Fishermen harvested many different types of creatures from the sea, including haddock, bass, clams, mussels, and crabs. But the most bountiful fish was cod, fished from the waters off the coast of Massachusetts. Between 1765 and 1775, 350,000 quintals of fish were brought in from the sea. Although colonists ate some of what they caught, most was dried and salted, then shipped off to England. Also, colonists made some profit from the whaling industry. Because of the need for ships to go fishing and whaling, the fishing industry also helped to develop the shipbuilding and lumbering industries. In this video, you learned about how important land was to the American colonists, how life as an American farmer was better than life as a European peasant, and information on farming and fishing in the American colonies. Thank you for watching.